Hi, welcome to TBB. My name's Alistair and welcome to one of our monthly vlog editions. Today, I'm very pleased to welcome Karen Clements. Karen works for Currencies Direct. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Alistair.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Great stuff. So before we get into Currencies Direct a little bit more and find out the services that you provide, we like to just find out a little bit about you. So maybe you can just introduce yourself a little bit for everybody and just tell us what brought you to Spain in the first place.
I moved to Spain 17 years ago. Predominantly, really, it was about quality of life. Brought my young son here, and it really was just to improve my quality of life. And I've enjoyed every single day of it since.
You wouldn't go back, no?
Absolutely not. I love the life here. It's amazing.
And you live in?
In Moraira.
In Moraira.
Yeah, lived in Moraira. I've always lived in Moraira. I spent a short amount of time in Javea, but predominantly it's always been in Moraira.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a fantastic place to come, and especially to bring up children as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely fantastic. Dominic went to school here, to international school, although the local schools are amazing as well. And yeah, I've really enjoyed the life and he's enjoyed the life. So yeah, it's brilliant. Fantastic.
Well, listen, thank you for that. So perhaps you can just begin by explaining a little bit about Currencies Direct, who you are, what you do, and sort of, you know, how that is a benefit really to everybody that's looking to buy a house and perhaps look to move currency into Spain.
Yeah, Currencies Direct have been around for 20 years. We've got over 20 offices worldwide. We trade over 40 currencies. We've got 16 offices in Spain, so we're very much present here. Our ethos is that we want to have a hand-holding service for our clients, a face-to-face service, and I predominantly, personally, have worked for the company for over 5 years, and I work mainly with all the buyers and sellers, all international clients that want any form of exchange that are coming from any part of the world that require a currency exchange will use our services and benefit from our services.
Okay, so it's not just, I mean, predominantly the UK marketplace in terms of pound to the euro, but it's other international currencies as well that you deal with.
Absolutely. So we would either call the client, we would do an introductory email explaining how our services work. The client can obviously do a face-to-face if they want to, or they can register online. All they need to do is open a trading account, very easy to do. We just need a copy of their passport, copy of proof of address, and then just fill in the registration form, and then the account's open within an hour. The account's sitting there on a shelf ready to trade as and when they need it. So we would ask the client exactly why they need our services. So it could be to, as you say, to buy a property or to sell a property, or just for general living funds, or buying a boat, a car, or paying a mortgage or whatever. So we bespoke our services. So with regards to your question, if somebody wanted to buy a property, so we would be looking at the timeline of when they want to move their funds. So first of all, it'd be a registration, a reservation fee. Once that's done, then obviously the lawyers would kick in, do all the conveyancing side of things, and then it go to the 10% stage, which is in effect the exchange of contracts. Then we would definitely know that there would be a notary date within a few weeks. And what we can do is bespoke our service to suit the client. So, for example, we would talk about forward locking and rates and that sort of thing. So it's really important the client speaks to us as early as possible so that they can be allocated a senior trader. And then it's very important to be working with them to achieve the best rate. There are no transfer charges, so all we're looking at really is, as I say, achieving the best rate for the clients.
I mean, that's great. So you can actually secure the rate. So let's say you're studying the fluctuations, let's say the pound against the euro, and it seems particularly good on that day. You have your account already set up with you guys.
Yeah.
You can actually secure the rate then. And how long does that last?
We can hold a rate up to a year. We would just need 10% of the contract. So, for example, if somebody wanted to lock a rate in for 100,000, we would take a 10% deposit, and then we would lock the rate in. So, if they wanted to take that contract 11 months later, then they know that what the rate's going to be. So, it particularly works well for somebody that's got a long time. If there's a bit of fluctuation within the movement of the market of the rates, then they know they can secure the rate. Or if somebody's buying a plot and build, for example, so you'd go and have a look at the plot, you'd pay for the plot, and then you do stage payments, maybe over 12 to 18 months. And then you know basically on the day that you book that reservation for the plot, you know what you're paying for the for the plot and build.
Yeah, so, no, I think that's really advantageous, as you said, especially with off-plan products and everything else. You know what you're going to pay on that day. I think that's a real
And obviously at the moment there are so many other factors, you know, with what's going on at the moment. For example, obviously we've had the COVID situation and it has had a bit of an effect. We've had the Brexit situation. So there's been
We'll get on to Brexit in a minute, I think.
There was quite a big, quite a big conversation there. Certain aspects, and it could be anywhere in the world. So something could happen in China or America that could affect, say, the rate sterling. You know, so there are many aspects worldwide that affect the fluctuation of the rates.
Yeah, I mean, it's really important. I mean, okay, so let's talk about it. So it took a few years to happen, but Brexit has come and gone. Yeah. Obviously, how has that affected people's day-to-day lives, especially when they're bringing currency in and out? Has there been any changes?
I think from the buying point of view, you know, the rate was very strong before the Brexit was announced from sterling to euro. Yeah. And we've got a strong influx of, you know, English buyers here. So that did slow that down. And obviously with the Brexit situation going on for the period of time it has gone, the rate has dropped substantially, which has been great for our sellers, any English people that are selling. We do expect, I mean, our analysts within Currencies Direct have predictions that possibly the rate could go between 130 and 140 by the end of the year. So that's absolutely fantastic news. That's really positive news for all of our new strain of English buyers that I absolutely believe are going to sort of start coming through as soon as they can start moving about. I really do believe that. And that they're going to really benefit from the, you know, the pound being, you know, strengthening. There's a lot of positivity going on at the moment, and it will just continue to strengthen. From a point of view of how the Brexit's affected people buying here, I think there was such a grey area of what people could
the uncertainty,
do.
Wasn't
the
it, of what's going to happen?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think now things are clearer, and there are many different people to speak to with regards to the effects of the Brexit. So you would speak to a lawyer, a tax advisor, and that sort of thing, who could advise you. But yeah, and I see very positive things now.
Yeah, I mean,
it's clear.
I mean, I think certainly sort of 10, 15 years ago, the pound was always very strong against the euro. So it was really attractive for people coming over. But as you said, there has been that lull. But lately, the trend is it's starting to move up. And, you know, for people looking to buy into Spain at this moment in time, especially, that, you know, that whole pound, that's a real,
you know, 17 years
advantage.
ago, I mean, you know, the rate was possibly 163, 164,
yeah, I remember,
sort of sterling to euro. And the rate has gone down quite substantially. So it's kind of stopped at that time while the Brexit was being sorted out, the English buyers. But the market has continued to strengthen here because it's been taken up by all the European buyers, which haven't been affected by the exchange rate and the Brexit situation. So obviously, while we've been trying to sort the Brexit side of things out, the market has remained very strong here by all the Dutch, the Belgiques, the German, the French, and they're still continuing to buy. Yeah, and
keeping the market
strong and stable, and really strong. And I think that really, I think the next 5 years are going to be absolutely amazing here, because we were waiting for the English. They were due to come back. The Brexit was announced, so that kind of slowed them down. But there's no doubt about it, the English are coming back to buy.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, that's good for everybody. I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, that's really good for everybody. So in terms of the towns most popular on the Costa Blanca, obviously there's plenty of beautiful places here. Where do you think are still the hotspots, and where will continue to be the hotspots in terms of locations?
Well, I mean, I moved here 17 years ago, as I said earlier, and I've never regretted it for one moment. This was the right place for me, and I've never faltered on that. Yeah, Moraira and anywhere local, really. Further down the coastline, I would say it's definitely down to budget. There are cheaper areas, so anything sort of the other side of Alicante. I just think it's very beautiful around here, and I would say the areas of Moraira and Javea and Alistair and Calpe and Denia are just really fantastic areas, and they're very, very similar. Yeah. And, you know, the location-wise, it's 20 minutes one way, 20 minutes the other.
Yeah, I mean, and of course all the infrastructure's here as well.
Absolutely.
And we get this special climate here as well, which we all go on about. Yeah. So, okay, great, fantastic. Yeah, so I'm gonna put you on the spot. So, what's your prediction for the rest of the year? What's going to happen? You think there's going to start being, the reins are off, everybody's going to start to, when they can, obviously travel a bit more freely, and you slowly start seeing the market moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, there's real strong positivity coming from the UK with the vaccines being carried out. They're doing really well. And, you know, I believe that, this is personal to me, I believe that really sort of Easter onwards, you're going to start seeing some great movement. And then really for me, June onwards, I think it's just going to go crazy, because I think everyone's going to get a new lease of life, and you know, I just think life, hopefully, you know, is going to go back to some form of normality.
Yeah, no, I think so. I mean, in terms of us, the inquiries that we're starting to get now, people are really starting to gear up. And listen, I echo your sentiments. I think, you know, we get Easter out the way, we start looking sort of May, June time, and then I think things are really going to start to motor. Which is, look, it's fantastic for everybody involved. It's fantastic for the area. It's fantastic for companies like yours, and it's fantastic for businesses like mine. So, listen, I just want to say thank you very much. That's obviously great information. If anybody wants more information, then they can go to tbb.realestate website. If you go to the investment section, you'll find details of Currencies Direct there. And if you want further information, you can contact us directly. And Karen and her team will look forward to working with you all very soon. So, for now, thanks to Karen, and we'll see you on the next vlog. Thanks for watching.